Hey guys, I'm going to be walking you through how to scale down an image that is bloated inside of InDesign. First, let me explain the reason, again, why we would want to do such a task. First of all, remember that InDesign does not have the files in the file or the images inside the file. They are linked. So every image that's inside your InDesign file needs to be optimized so that your InDesign does not run slow. If you're running on an older computer or running on a computer with a little less memory, you will probably find that InDesign starts to choke a little bit when you start to add a lot of images if you're not going through and being diligent about your process and making sure that things are saved out properly. So as we were working with the last video a few minutes ago, we have this image that we can see is scaled down to 18% of its actual size. I'm going to go through and just make the frame of this image 5 inches by 5 inches. Oops, sorry guys, I just scaled the whole image. I need to be on the right selection tool. So if I select the frame, let's do the frame, let's do 6 by 6. That way it's easier to see. Okay, so we have a 6 by 6 frame, and inside of that we have this image. We want it to be cropped a little bit like this, okay? So what I want to do is I want to scale this image down to the correct size and make sure that everything is going to process easily. Fun, cool tip that works with most images or most everything inside InDesign is that if you click on that image and you go to your links panel, you will see the link listed here. Now, I'm using a JPEG just for preview purposes, but if this was going to be printed, remember you would want to use a TIFF or an EPS, preferably. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to click Edit. If I click Edit Original, though, on a Mac, it's going to want to open in Preview or some sort of image viewing software. So I'm going to go up here to the top, and I'm going to tell it to Edit With, and I'm going to choose Photoshop. So I'm going to grab Photoshop, and that should open my file inside Photoshop. All right, so now what I want to do is I want to go to my crop tool, and I want to crop this image at 6 inches, 6 IN, and then let's do 6 IN here, and then my resolution, I'm going to just do 300 for the sake of what we're doing here. All right. And I click OK. And if I click File Save, okay, now let's move Photoshop out of the way. When I go in here, I see that this image now, instead of being 18% of its actual size, it is at 102% of its actual size. So I'm going to type in 100 and 100, and that gets me an image that is exactly 6 inches by 6 inches, guys. And now I'm only processing the pixels that I need to process instead of processing all these pixels outside of this image that I really don't need anymore because I'm cropping the image inside the frame with InDesign. I'm using this as a method to go through and make sure that my file is going to run as quick as possible. All right? Hopefully this helps you guys and makes your workflow a little faster. And then feel free to reach out if you have any questions.